All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely morning in which the Most High Yah has made. And I look so out of shape. I know it's my chair. You see how it's leaning? One side is, oh, I have to get rid of this one. I should have left it in the basement. I don't know why I brought this thing up, but this is the morning in which the Most High Yah, a day and a morning of the day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I'm coming to you with a message, okay, regarding the hearts today are yearning and thirsting and hungry for chaos. I noticed the last video I uploaded, or not uploaded, but I was live, and how people come to hear negativity, chaos. And I sit back and I watch that and I say, see, this is what it is. This is how a people are. They would come to hear the darkness of chaos instead of hearing the light. You see, food for the spirit. They would come to hear words of toward someone or regarding an individual than they would want to hear the food that the Most High Yah has prepared for them. This is where you know the sickness is deeper than sickness. It shows you the spirit of what it shows me as a prophetess in the wilderness. It shows me the spirits in which one is dealing with. So it comes to the end of all things. You're now dealing with the spirits of people, not so much as the flesh. You know, that's what it says to me in my spirit. You're dealing with a spirit. So when I was talking to my son, Quiet Storm, yesterday, I had to say something to him. And I realized that I was speaking to him, but I needed to really speak to his spirit. You see what I'm saying? More so than to his flesh. Because what is actually going on today is the spirit of men and women, males and females, desire chaos, confusion, destruction. And then it made me realize what the Father have taught me. Deborah, you're in that day. You're in that day. So don't think that you're dealing with flesh. You're dealing now with spirit. What's different today as far as dealing with flesh is one thing. But when you're dealing with the spirit of who a man is, now you have to deal with the seed of Satan or the seed of Yah. You see, that's what you're dealing with today. You're not dealing with the flesh. You're dealing with the spirit of who individuals are. You guys, let me tell you something. That is so, so, so deep. Let me give you an example. I believe it was yesterday. A young man, his mother is a school teacher. And I think she was 46. And she had 3 children. Okay. And he was the youngest of the 3 children. But when he graduated with 4.5. You see, he was smart. He was a scholar. He was intelligent. He went off to college. He went off to college and was doing well. Just so happened, he had the nerve to break it down to the police department exactly what took place. And he was the police I don't know if that was the chief of police. He said that he always hated his mother, even though she done so much for him. And guess what? Mother was waiting for him to come home because he stays out of town. He go to school, and he was coming to visit his grandparents. And his mother said, "When you can come stay here instead of staying in a hotel, you can stay here." And he was so excited, and she was so excited. At least that's what he said. She was excited, and he didn't say he was excited, but he told his mother, "Yeah, okay, I will." But he told the chief of police, that when I get there, when I was planning on killing her. I hated my mother all these years. I hated her. And this was my time. I always wanted to kill her, but this is the time. Now I'm going to do that. He said, my mother never did anything to me. I just hate her. Stabbed her 50 times. The Father showed me not just that situation, but many others. He showed me that we are now in a time period, not a time period, in that day. And let me go on and give you that day he spoke of. Proverbs 16, verse 4. And believe it or not, it's in Matthew's, Mark, John, Luke, you can also find it. Speaking of that day, Proverbs 16 and verse 4. The Most High Yah has made all things for himself. Now, one thing about Proverbs 16 and verse 4, he's letting you know everything that has been created was for himself. So when you get into Genesis and you hear woman was created for man and not man for woman, that's the Roman Catholic stuck in. They smeared it and added it in. Because as you go through, if you go and you key up, all what things were made for himself, all things were made, Yah made was for himself. You key that up, you'll see Yah saying it throughout the not saying it, but it's being said throughout the instructions and direction books. So we must understand the reason why all things that are created was created for Yah is because the things were created before there was. Those things is. Why? Because it was created before the foundation. It was written, let's put it like that, before the foundation of the world. So anything you see in today, you have to be able to embrace before the foundation of the world. This is why I was on here teaching what took place before the foundation of the world. Because what took place before the foundation of the world is actually what you see going on today. It is written already what today would be like, even to the end. Okay, so here in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, the Most High has made all things for himself. So therefore, when men think women were made for them and them not for women, that was a Roman Catholic smear, okay? Because there's no such thing. Woman and man was made for Yah, not man for woman and woman for man. That's not how he created it to be from the kingdom. It is written in the kingdom this way, okay? All things are created for himself. Now, Proverbs 16 said, I'm going to show you how deep it gets. So when you see people running around thinking that the way things are created is created to favor males or to favor females, or created for males to have it this way or females to have it this way, or it to be this way or it to be that way. When you go to Proverbs 16 and verse 4, along with many other scriptures. You can go to Job chapter 1, 21 and 30. You can go to Romans chapter 9 and 22. You can go to not Ezekiel, Matthew, Luke, John, and all of them would also hear from Yeshua saying the same thing, giving people the mindset that everything was created for the will and the purpose of Yah himself. So when we go back to Genesis and somebody then put in there, oh, a woman was created for a man. No. Because then when you say that, you said her body was created for your flesh. And that's what you see today. And that's what they believed. And that's what they took on. And that's why they treat women the way that they treat them. Because Roman Catholic has placed in this book that woman was created for a man. What reason would Yah create woman for man? For his pleasure of his flesh. Yah is not creating anything for the flesh purpose and the flesh reason. Everything he's creating for the spiritual purpose and the spiritual will. What do you mean, Deborah? When he saw Adam in the garden, oh, this is not good that I allow him to remain as just man. I have to add the helpmate. The help meet my will. What is your will? To create life on the earth. To bring forth life. See, Yah's will couldn't be done if Adam just in that garden himself with them animals. His will cannot be done until he make what? Woman. To help Adam meet one purpose. Yah's will. Once Yah's will be met, then his will begin. Everything starts to go. Why? Because now man and woman is going to come together to see the will of the Father go forth. See, his will couldn't go forth with Adam in the garden with just the animals. Because Adam didn't have or were not created the things within him to bring forth those seeds that rest within his womb. So he had to get a woman. Yah had to make a woman. Yah had to make a woman. Why? Because when he spoke it within himself, he called it them, not him. Them. So when he put him in the garden, hey, it is not good that it remains as him. Because my will cannot come forth with him and these animals. My will come forth when I bring her in as a help meet to meet what? My will, Deborah. She's going to help him meet my will. You see? So it's not coming to help him meet his pleasures, his desire, his sensation, his lust. But when you said woman was created for a man, then the Roman Catholic is stuck in there that the purpose of a woman is for a man. And what purpose would that be for? His pleasure. Yah did not create woman to be the purpose and the will of a man's pleasure for himself. 99 point trillion. Even the scholars and those who study would not grip that, and it sounds, it's so simple. Just so simple. Why would a creator create man and then create woman so man can have pleasure, enjoyment for his flesh? But then that image of Yah that rests there in him has no desire, no pleasure toward the spirit that has been given to him, like the image of Yah. See, what everybody keep looking at is the outer appearance of an individual. I was doing that video the other day And this one person said, "Oh, you two, you all over the place and you loud." You know why? If you knew the importance of what is being said, you'll know that fire was under my feet. What was under yours? How about that? See, I don't speak based on the way the flesh speaks because it's want to say it's soft and easy and delicate. I have fire that's set under my feet. I will go high and I will go low. So where were you? In under ice. So that's why you will hear me come high, low, be all over the place and talking loud, talking low, either or. It doesn't matter. I got fire under my feet. What do you have? That's what's under my spiritual feet. It's fire. Okay? So here in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, Ahiah has made all things for himself. Now, I believe you can find that probably 15 to 20 times in your instructions and direction book. Why is it men and man and women don't grip it? Why males and females don't grip it? It's because it lets them know you don't rule nothing. You don't have the beginning to the end or the say so of nothing. Everything that is created is for me. Once they understand that all things that the Most High has created was for his purpose and for himself and for his will, then they can come down off of these clown shows that they on. These pedestals. Oh, I'm king, I'm leader, I'm ruler. They can come on down to reality. But because they believe that all things were created for their emotions, their feelings, their personal opinion, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their understanding, they ain't coming down on nothing. This is why they enjoy it. People, they get on these platforms and it's all about chaos. People will tune in to every worldly matter. And if it's got chaos on top of it and on the bottom of it, they enjoying it. So Satan knew all the time what he was doing when he suffered the people to be able to start these platforms. Because it's more, I think I'm going to give it what it is. It's 95% wicked and evil. 95% of people on these devil platforms are wicked and evil. A lot of you all are looking on the outer man, like the individuals looking at how loud I was and how all over the place I am. But bro, come on. See if you can come where I'm at in the inner man, in the spirit of who I am. Okay? Then you get messed up from the floor because now you over in the flesh. You sitting here focusing on my outer man instead of listening to, wait a minute, is there power in the words in which she is saying? Is there fire in the words in which she is saying? No, they ain't listening to that. They looking at my body. They looking at how I'm moving and how loud I am. But wait a minute. If y'all was to come in the let's say in the heavens, and he was in the heavens in which we could see, if he was to come and he was to say something, do you really believe? Watch this here. Hear me now, y'all. Do you really believe it will be soft spoken? Do you think that the sun will be out? Do you think it will be soft spoken with the sun behind him? No. If y'all was to come today, let me show y'all something. The whole earth would be darkened. The sun would give up its light. The moon would not shine. The stars will fall down. And only light you will see is the light of the Most High Yah. Everything has to bow down. And when he speaks, thunder would roar. You see what I'm saying? That's Yah speaking now. So just imagine his servants, that he has fire under their feet. How must they speak to you? Like these people who are truly getting paid by YouTube and Facebook. Oh, well, and he said this and he said, look, stand down, clown. Don't come to this page. You out of order. This page is not for you. So when I sit back and I think about what the Father is sharing with me, as well as allowing me to give you, we're not in the day of the flesh, you guys. We're in the day of the war of the spirit. I I mean, we are in the day of the war of the spirit. And to me, I don't know about you, being a prophet is in the wilderness, hey, that's a dangerous place to be. Because now I have to deal with the spirit. I have to go beyond the flesh in which I see. The trouble that troubles me has been for quite a long time, me being able to discern an individual spirit. But now the Father telling me the battle, the war within itself, it's spirit, Deborah. So here he's saying, and this is why. Here in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, he said, the Most High Yah has made all things for himself. I can trust that, you all. I don't know about you, but I, Sister Deborah, can trust that all things were made for himself. I'm glad. I'm glad everything was made for himself, because only he can deal with what's going on in the world today, what's going to go on tomorrow. Only he, the Father himself. If he created, who's going to tell me he ain't the one can deal with it? You see what has happened? We have took on all these mouths on these platforms and have no respect for the Most High Yah and who he is. We're running around here hearing all these voices in the land and want the voices to either be quiet, nice spoken, and look a certain way and act a certain way, because we so used to measuring individual from their outer appearance. But wait, let me tell you what the Most High told this sister. She said, Deborah, it's not the outer. While they measuring the outer, the inner is cutting up from the floor. And if that's the case, I ain't gonna say if, that is the case, said the Most High Yah, that means the danger is at a highest, while we're sitting here thinking it's at a lowest. That means, say for instance, you go to the mall, you just go in there to shop, or you just go in there to get you a pair of shoes. You subject to be, somebody subject to walk up on you, a female or a male, and just stab you straight through your back. Those are the spirits he's trying to get y'all to understand that's out here today. That's what he's telling his prophet. That's why people can look at you and measure you by what you're saying, as far as how loud you're saying, or how you all over the place, but they can't hear the power in the words in which you are speaking, because they're measuring the outer man. People get on this devil platform to hear all chaos. They're not getting on here to hear nothing spiritual or to fill up their backpack. Their backpack is your spirit. Your spirit, you need a backpack. So when it's time to take off, you can take off no matter where you at. No matter where you're going. You're going somewhere, even though your flesh is sitting in your house, you're actually spiritual going. You're spiritually going somewhere. People don't understand there's a journey after coming out of this here captivity. You got a journey. And everything that is invested in you, and Sister Deborah is saying unto you, you're going to take it with you. If you live to take that journey. Most people don't understand that. There's a reason why Sister Deborah is giving you food for your spirit. There's a reason why she's telling you to have your backpack. And this backpack is going to have all the things you need in spirit and truth. Because you're going to go on a journey. And on that journey, you talking about, you, if you think you saw something in the land of your captive, you ain't seen nothing yet. But by you having a backpack full of spiritual food, you're going to survive. You're going to survive. You're going to know how to blink your eye and y'all going to be there. Why? Because you're going to use the techniques and the things that Sister Deborah is saying to teach you how to yearn and desire and plead. Not plead. You don't have to plead for Yah, because he's ever present. He's on the left, on the right, in the back, and in the front. He don't have to have all that. But you're going to speak. You're going to think. You're not going to even have to say anything. You're going to think it. That's food in your backpack, you guys. You're going to feel his presence. That's in the inside, y'all. That's not on the outside. That's your backpack. Make sure you have your backpack. So when that time comes, if you only knew what the backpack represent, it could be even connected to your family, to bring your family out with you. Food for your family in your backpack. You see what I'm saying? So as I was in Proverbs 16, he's saying that all things was created for himself. What is it that our males and females don't get? Why do we think a man is created to take care of us and do this and do this and do that? You're out of order. Because that's why I understand why he says, seek ye the kingdom, Deborah, first. I'm a little girl. I'm hearing this over and over and over. Because heaven's got the key to lock and to unlock any and every situation. But you don't seek the kingdom first. You're going to seek man. You're going to seek woman. Those who don't have the keys to A to Z. It's so important to understand in this day and time why it was important to seek ye the kingdom. Because the people on this earth, mom, dad, sister and brother, children, uncle, grandma, granddad, everybody on the earth, you cannot put your trust in them. Heavens wanted you to trust him. Why? 100 times 100% makes sense. Because he has the key to what? The beginning to the end. Look at Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. I created all things, Deborah, for myself. So everything that is created is for Yah. So why wouldn't you want to seek the one who has the key to all things, the answer to all things, the power to all things, the authority to all things? Why wouldn't you? Before you seek a man or a woman, before you put all your apples in a basket of a man, all your apples in a basket of a woman, seek ye the kingdom. This is another reason why people who are married, you ain't married in the eyes of Yah. You are not married in the eyes of Yah. Yah is not going to unite a marriage out of the flesh. Just because you saw him, he saw you, and you liked each other, and you dated, and you came together, y'all met in the church, or y'all met with the Hebrew Israel. That ain't nothing but trash. Yah is about one. And that's what a lot of people didn't understand in Genesis. You didn't understand it in Genesis 1 and 2. That's why he said if you missed Genesis 1 and 2, you'd have missed the whole book. Because in Genesis, he was talking about coming together in one. When he brought Adam and Eve, he told you how they become one. They came one in what? Satan's seed. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all didn't know that, did you? Yes, they came together in oneness of Satan's seed. Did not both of them take up the tree? They came in oneness to do the things that represent Satan's seed. It's no such thing as a man rule and a man rule this and a man rule that. No. Because if you are the seed of Satan and he is the seed of the Most High Yah, y'all have nothing in common. Y'all are not a oneness. When Yah saying a man and a woman comes together and they are one, he's letting you know one in the serpent seed or one in the spiritual seed. And if you are one in the spiritual seed, it's because both of you all has chosen the Most High Yah first and foremost before you come together as one, as your number one. And when you have seek ye the kingdom of Yah first, he have seek ye the kingdom of Yah first. That is equally yoke before the flesh come together. You are equal based on how your spirit hath both. Seek ye Yah first. That's what make you equally yoked. Oneness. And he was so, it makes so much righteousness in it. When he explaining to you, when he brought Adam and Eve together, who did that? Who did that? Who did that? The Most High God. Didn't he say in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, I created all things for myself? I did that. Who put them two trees down there? Who put those two trees down there next to each other? Yeah. So who tell him what to do with what is his? Why everybody trying to tell him how to do it and how it should have been done or how it is today based on their interpretation with no spirit and truth to back it up, no light to back it down? You see? So here it is in Proverbs 16 is exactly like it was also in Genesis. He created Adam. He created Eve. They became one seed working on Satan's behalf. Those were equal in the seed of worshiping Satan. But y'all want you to understand a marriage is only equal in his eyesight. We make it in ours. Oh, I like him. I like how he look. I like how he's built. Or I like her because she got a big butt. She got big boobs. Or I like her. And that's why marriage turned out the way that it is. Because we don't understand equally yoke. We think equally yoke means worldly people just coming together and now they equal. No, you're not. Not in the eyes of Yah when he said equally yoked. So you have to be able to know the equally yoked in the seed of the spirit and equally yoked in the seed of the flesh. And that's what Adam and Eve was. Equally yoked in the serpent seed. So when you have a marriage, it's because before you even come together and say to each other, just let's get married. This is why marriage is the way that it is. They chose their own self to be their own individual God. And they didn't seek what? Ye the kingdom first. Nobody they'll go to their pastor and seek counseling and marriage counseling before they get married, before they seek Yah. But then you want Yah to bless your marriage. You want to be a oneness. You can't be. You got to seek me first. I'm that one that put two together. I do that. Didn't I put them two trees there? Did I put them separate? No, I put them together. Didn't I put Adam and Eve there? Did I put them separate? No, I put them together. See, y'all don't understand the power in the one that rules it all. And this is food for your backpack, you guys. This is food for your backpack. Okay, now, here in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, Yah has made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. There it is. So he keeps telling me, Deborah, stop. 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 I'm in trouble, y'all, because I'm flesh, but I'm spirit. I'm flesh, but I'm spirit. And what he wants me to stop is thinking that I'm in a land where it's just totally things I never seen and never known, or that's out here just chaos. He said, you've known me enough to know. I done spoke these things unto thee. They're in you. There's nothing you can do about it. So when he says to me in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, and he said, he created all things for himself. And yes, even the what? The wicked for the what? The day. See, y'all messed up from the floor. Y'all don't understand what day y'all are in. Sister Deborah can tell you that for another 5 years, and you still don't understand what day you're in, because nobody wants to salute the day that they are in. It's evil. Matthew, Luke, John, Mark, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, all of them didn't tell a warning. Daniel, all of them didn't. Revelation breaking it down. All of them telling you. And what are you doing? You're bypassing every word of those prophets and men of servants of Yah has warned you. Even Yeshua. It lead me to understand something this morning when I was in the water. The book in which they are to study, they believe it not. That's what it said to me. The book in which they are to study, they believe it not. They studied this book to whoop you all with it, to make you think that they know something. But he said they don't even believe any of what they read. They don't take it anywhere. They don't use it. They don't apply it. They don't seek Yah for the fullness of what is being said. He said they just use it to destroy you. But themselves don't live by even what they read. That's sad, y'all. But I kind of knew it, but wasn't sure. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is the third time he said that to me. And I'm wondering, what are you telling me for? You know, I know they ain't going back. They teach it and preach it to you all. That's why I tell y'all this is not the word. And even though it's not the word, it's a study guide that he has suffered. because he created all things. He created in a way that a book will be there that you to study. Did he say that the Roman Catholics and many others wasn't going to smear it? No, he knew that they would. That's why he said, hold up. They're going to smear that bad boy that I allow you all to have to study. They're going to smear that. I allowed that book to outlive any other book, but they're going to smear that. But I tell you one thing, Deborah, here I come. Terry, I'm on my way. I'm the teacher. I'm going to come teach you. And let me live in you. And I teach you all things. They can't smear that. See if they can smear that. They can't tamper with that. So that's why I say I will come. And I will live in you. I will teach you. I will lead you. I will guide you. I will show you all things. I will bring things to your remembrance. I will comfort you. All these things that he promised he would do. I'm the living witness to say that he has. I'm not a dead prophet. I'm a living one. But I'm that living witness today in the year of 2024. Every one of those things that he said, Yeshua said that will come of the Father, which is his Holy Spirit. He has been that and some, leading and guiding me, even to this point of where we're at today. Sister Deborah, sometimes because I'm in the flesh, I feel chaotic, chaos in the land. And I'm trying, and in me, I want everybody else to see it, but y'all say they ain't gonna see it. They ain't gonna see it until they see the flood. Ooh, wee, Father, y'all. They ain't gonna see it until they see the flood. And when they see the flood, then they gonna see that it's been before them all the time. And it's too late. So in Proverbs 16, I want y'all to understand it's nothing that is created for no flesh of no man. There's nothing that's created for no flesh of no woman. Because when you say man is created for man and woman is created for a man and a man is created to do the leader, ruling guy, baby, no. They bent up and they bent down. They fail to realize, no, baby, you was created to serve the Most High Yah, or you're created to serve Satan. Which one are you serving? But I can tell you one thing, you were created for one or the other. See, they don't understand stuff like that. They think they could create it to be a king, a leader, a ruler. They created to rule and get someone submissive. And no, bro, you created for two things. Either the serpent seed or the spiritual seed of Yah. Same thing with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Same thing with David, Solomon, all of them. We are created for either one or the other. And this is where things are over. People are not going to find really who they are. Or I'm the spiritual seed, or I'm the flesh seed. They're not going to find out who they are because they have sat in the midst of so much chaos to where chaos become who they are. You get on these devil platforms, and the first thing everybody want is chaos. They don't want to be in tune with nothing but chaos. I did the video on Dials, and people come there and they listening. I'm like saying, where are y'all coming from and what for? The things of the flesh. You're coming to hear chaos. You're coming to hear something regarding, and you missed the whole purpose. It was trying to warn you to stay away from people who are out here that's teaching these things that's not of Yah. But no, they don't hear stuff like that. They want to hear chaos about somebody. And don't even understand when you got a spirit in your heart seeking chaos is because you are of the flesh. You are the serpent seed that seek it. Your brethren and your sister and your brethren that's carrying chaos for you. So that's your food. That's your food for your spirit. It's chaos. This platform that I'm on is for spirit and truth with the light in the right hand. It's to fill up your backpack for the journey of the rest of your living. It's not food to feed chaos. It's spirit and truth of what? The whole matter. On this page, it speaks to you in your spirit. It shows you things that was taught throughout your whole life that was not true. Sister Deborah brings it in a line of in your inner man can see it in your inner man. Your outer man might disagree with it. And if your outer man disagree with it, you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. You are born of the flesh. because I bring the food for the spirit. And if the spirit can't digest the food for the spirit, that means you are born of the serpent seed. So live that serpent seed on out. Can't nobody pray it out. Can't nobody minister it out. All the chaos that everybody be chasing, to hear a lot of chaos, because your heart is chaotic. And all it wants is the food of chaos. You want to hear food of chaos and food of chaos only. You're coming to pages to find out. And a lot of our men, they're searching against men. Chaos. Only thing they want to hear is chaos. They don't want to hear spirit and truth. They don't want to hear righteousness, just messages that's feeding food for their spirit, for their backpack. Oh no, give me chaos. I'm good. So they get on this platform and they get on here to seek and hear chaos, because your spirit is chaotic. Your heart is full of chaos. So that's what you're searching for. And you missed it. You missed what? The quickening that the Father could have given you. Because this page that I am on, it's not about chaos. It's about spirit and truth, something that has not been brought forth in such a midnight hour as this. The Father said in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, let you know I created all things, but I want to get y'all right. I want to get you right. I created evil and wicked and evil, because I got a day that they're going to take their course. So that's what's happening today. And I don't mean just today or since the eclipse. I'm talking about this has been going on. He didn't release Satan to take on this day. It's just like when Satan came to in the midst of the Father and the sons of Yah. He came in the midst. But he also came in the midst of the Most High Yah, searching for his day. Are you still gonna give me that day? Are you still gonna give me that day? You gonna still let me have that day? Are you still gonna let me have that day? See, Satan knows what that day is. You're living it and don't know it. You don't understand the day in which Satan came to the throne of the Most High Yah and asked, are you still gonna give me that day? Are you still gonna give me that day? I'm still getting that day. Yeah, you gonna get that day, because it's already ordered it. I already ordered that day. I already willed that day. I already willed it. Proverbs 16 and verse 4. All things were created by Yah. Okay? Yes, even the wicked and evil for the days of evil. Evil and wicked has this day we are in. And while we're running around here looking for chaos, we don't understand chaos is looking for you. Satan has this day, and this day is set up for him to do things out of control. My thing, I want to make it about the thing that what they were giving the people. I want to say that, and the Father said, don't forget now, when you finish saying the shot, when you finish saying this weed that they have put them chemicals in, that plays a big role on destroying the mind. Oh yes, a lot of them just nice people you thought that pretend they was getting it for all kind of reasons, and that's the way they brought it in for medical reasons, but they know they had to add them chemicals that destroy the what's called, and causes people right today to lose it, and they thinking they just getting high and they just feeling good because medical reason. They ain't even getting it for that reason anymore. That's the reason the government set up to issue it. Anytime they release something to be what they held as against the law, and they release it to be lawful, y'all come on, people. See, the people don't care. They chaotic, their mindset and the way they accept things, even guns. I'm gonna be honest, even the guns. When they approve people to have guns and stand your own ground, y'all thought that was something good. Okay, but guess what? You're gonna see the whole purpose of it. Hold on just a few more minutes. You're gonna see the whole purpose of all of it. Because I can see it already. I can see it just as clear as I'm sitting here, seeing myself on this laptop. I can see it just that clear. And I think now Back when the Father told me, I gave you the endurance spirit and the long suffering. I now know what he meant, because that's what I'm going to need to be flesh, living in this day and time in which many prophets would have desire. Many of them have spoke up. Here this sister is living in this day, able to sit and still yet speak. But one thing I do see the beauty of is the narrow gate. I see the beauty of the narrow gate. Now, even though I see the beauty of the narrow gate, it's still a sorrow there that to have to embrace that the gate is so narrow. You know, and that's where the sorrow come in a little bit, because I said, you mean no matter what I say, it's not going, nope, Deborah, no matter what you say, my gate going to remain narrow as I created it. And that's what's deep. So when the Father is saying that he created a day for evil and wicked, you all don't understand. That's also Yeshua. He came saying the same thing. The day when this day comes, because the disciples said, what will be the end? He went on giving them all kind of things that's going to take place. But a lot of people missed nation against nations. They missed it. Kingdom against kingdom. Nation against nation mean people against people. You think people care? No, they don't care. They over in the United States. What is it that the United States don't get in Revelation 18? They got it, y'all. They got it and gone. They got a movie coming out Friday called The Civil War. They know what they want. One thing I can truly say, I like how the Father is fully controlling A to Z. I love it, y'all. As a prophetess in the wilderness, I love the fact that he is in full control over A to Z. I mean, ain't nobody gonna get away with nothing. And ain't nobody gonna rule over his will. Ain't nobody gonna rule over his way. You know, he got it so set up to where Satan and his has to still rumble in the order of the Father's will. Tell me that ain't beautiful. Tell me that ain't beautiful. This is the reason why we must seek the kingdom, first and foremost. Because if he hold all things from that level, why are we seeking flesh of man? Why are we seeking the flesh of woman? Why are we seeking all these platforms? Because we lost with the cause and without it. Do you all know there are people who cannot even, their ear cannot even stand to hear truth? Righteous is like a butcher knife stabbed in their ear. Righteous is like a butcher knife stabbed in their ear. Because it's like I can't embrace it. It's too much for me to hear. It's too much for me to handle. Oh, no. She has to be wrong. I'm right, but she has to be wrong. That's because they are serpent seeds. And the intimacy is that they have to hate righteous. They have to hate the things that's just and right. They don't have no other choice. Because y'all said in Genesis 3:15, I'm going to put something there, Deborah. Tell them. I'm going to put something there. Oh, wait a minute, Father, y'all, they don't know nothing about that. That's their problem. It's always been present. And if it wasn't present in them, I told them, pull up, tarry, I come. But no, they want to tarry for that which they can see and believe. They don't want to wait on me. And when I come and teach them. So I understand Satan seed ain't gonna wait on me no way. But those that are of the spiritual seed must understand I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out in you. And if I have not, then somewhere along the line, you need to stay at some altar and seek me in hope, because it's over. Everything that I prophesied has already took its course in my kingdom. I'm looking at it now take its course on the earth. So while y'all down here thinking that you ruling everything and, oh, you need this one to rule this and you need this one to kingdom this and this and this. Let me tell y'all, all y'all in now is Satan day that I assigned him. And y'all thinking it's going to be a sunny day. It's not going to be a sunny day, but it's going to be one, but not in the days in which you are looking for it. It's going to come upon you, and then you shall know that I am who I said that I am. But as I see here, people are not looking and seeking anything righteous. They are seeking chaos in the land. They're seeking things negative. They're seeking things to feed you in the world that in a sense that they have learned. I'm gonna tell you the trick to it. This is what I realized, and wasn't just today. I realized this is that they do videos that they know that holds chaos, which is the heart of people on the earth today. They want the chaos in the world. So they say, okay, I'm going to make sure my page only covers the chaos. This is why people getting subscribers and likes. And let me tell you, y'all never knew that. This is why people are getting praise. This is why people are getting subscribers and likes. They know why they're getting it, but you all don't. They're getting it because you all are showing them that this is all that you want. It's what's going on in the world, the chaos, the confusion, and the wicked and evil at its highest. These people that's doing the things that they're doing, when do they think y'all is going to show up and show out? When they ready? Oh, no. We are in the day of the DAY. And what Satan is doing is he identifying his. You say you on my side, the world going to know it. That is exactly what Satan said. This is my day. He gave me this day. You heard it when Satan gonna give his power over to the beast. See? Because it's his day, y'all. Y'all don't even know what day y'all in. Y'all think it's y'all birthday. Y'all think it's y'all day. See, that's why I was saying, if anything that a man should be trying to do as far as a man is going to the throne of the Most High, y'all, asking him in prayer. And in that prayer, in an unknown tongue, in a language which he himself cannot understand. That's the altar he needs to go to, so that the Father would tell him what he was created to be was A to Z. See, because when he go to the flesh of man, he tells him, when this is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to get this in order. You're supposed to rule. You're supposed to be king. You're supposed to be leader. Then he throw materialistic things in their face. See? This is what I do. This is why I got this. No, baby. People are robbing, stealing, and destroying to get what they got. It is nothing people didn't understand that when you receive something, you have to receive it through the spirit of Yah, through a blessing of Yah. You see what I'm saying? It should not be to where you're having people to give you money and give you money and give you money, giving you their paycheck, giving you this to live with you, to be around you, to deal with you. They have to pay you. No, that is not of Yah. But if a person tell you that's the fruit of the spirit, that's the Satan serpent seed telling you, my fruit of the spirit is you come and you live on my land, you pay me your paycheck, I provide you the things that a man desires. That's the trick. And that's the way it's ran. With even all the camps and all the everything with the Hebrew. Sister Deborah have always told y'all since 5.5 years, it's a cult. It's a movement. It's a newfound religion that says, follow us. We got the way. But their way is not led by the light. Their way is not led by spirit and truth. It's led by the interpretation, the understanding, the wisdom, the knowledge of the flesh of a man. Even in the household, when you seek ye Yah first, that's what you call equal. You're equal in the one that you serve. Unequal is when you're not equal. You're unequally yoked because one believe this and one believe this. And y'all come together and y'all just making it work. It's just a amount of time, which that's what you see majority of them destroy. And you've seen a lot of them taken out their wives and their women, and women killing their children. You see so much of it. One thing the Father has allowed me to see, and that's why I know that we are in a more dangerous time period, is now he's made sure that the judgment of the nations, of all nations, are seen clearly, especially the Europeans. They're cutting up from the floor. Y'all, they doing some things that, they taking each other out, and they taking it out by great number. Where a man that been married and raised his kids, he killing every child, wife, mother, daddy, everybody. Mama, son came way from college, from school, to take out his mama that he said he always hated. She brought you all the way this far and told you said you wanted to come because you wanted to see your grandparents, and she said, come to the house. It'd be good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. You had all those years, and the year that you decide to go back to mama, you go back to take your life. Y'all, we are not in the day that y'all want to make it. You're not in the day where you thinking y'all finna swoop you up and take you. No, you're in the day of Satan that was given to him by Yah. Yah has given him this day. And what Satan is doing is he's saying, okay, I want so much chaos to go on. And this is what you see. This is why people love chaos. It's in their hearts. And Satan, they have brought it forth. And this is all this killing and murdering and drugging and drinking. Everybody wants to drink now. You notice that? Everybody wants to drink. Drugging and killing. And you don't hear too much of stealing, but you hear a lot of people stealing and robbing, but not at the level of murdering. They're at the highest level of wicked and sin. They're breaking all law, all protocol. And I said, Father, I see him. I see him. He says, I'm glad you see him. I'm glad you see him. I see him, Father. I see him. And what is he saying to Sister Deborah? Can you see Satan's day? That's what he's saying. And I'm saying, yes, Father, I see it. That's why I gave you the endurance spirit, because you're going to have to endure something, because I'm going to suffer you to see it. So this is what I can say to you today. People's hearts is loaded and waiting for chaos. They're sitting on these platforms waiting for someone to put something on these platforms that's chaotic, crazy, destructive, evil, and wicked. They're waiting for people who they knew wasn't righteous, but yet they supported them. They was there with them. They boast and lift them up, waiting for them to fall, because they already knew that these people are not living in any righteous. But today, they don't care if they bring you down. They don't care if they bring you down, because it's in their hearts, chaos, wicked and evil. But what I hear as I'm speaking to you is Satan is going to, and is, and have, bring forth his. This is what he's not going to, he already have done it. He's bringing forth out of all the closet, out of all the darkness, out of everything. He's putting his up frontward, so the world can see. The whole world is seeing it. When you see those that are considered famous among the melanated, or say the brown skinned people, they're the front runners, the one that has been used to cover a lot of the heathens and the Gentiles and the Europeans, wicked and evil. Because what Puff Daddy has done, and TD Jakes, even R. Kelly, they got it from the elites. So you know what Europeans is who they got it from. See, all the wickedness, and it starts from that level. You see, now they got it from them, but why did they push them forward? So when they pushed them forward, Satan said, "No, we gonna start bringing y'all forward too." Because with me, Satan say, "I ain't got no color. Bring them forth." And y'all said, "Yeah, you better do what you do best, because you know you're gonna be chained down 1,000 years. So whatever you're gonna do, go at it." Who else did that? Yeshua. He was at the day, at the last day, the supper, and all of them was sitting down, and the betrayer, what did he say? What did he say? Go quick, for the hour is at hand. Why? Because you better do what you do right now, because this here hour is at hand. What's that hour? The power of the Most High God's will is at hand. Do what you're gonna do now. That's what Yeshua said to him. Go quick, for the hour is at hand. Same thing with Satan. Satan knows that he only have a certain time, and it's called that day. And that's the day we're in right now. A day like no other. And y'all running around here seeking and desiring and searching chaos to soothe your heart. Anytime you are on these platforms searching and desiring chaos, because that make your heart feel loved, as you know loved, make you feel you in there, make you feel you somebody, because darkness is out here and chaos, and you wanting to entertain it. Guess what? You are the serpent seed. You are the serpent seed. And that's what I notice. I might even take down, I think I will. I will take down that video now that I'm speaking. So my page won't be entertaining chaos, the serpent seed. Not because of nothing that I feel that I said that is incorrect. I'm just deciding that as I'm speaking to you all, just to show the world that I'm separate from you. Your chaos that your ears are waiting to hear is not going to be on Sister Deborah's page. This page is going to be for food for your backpack, food of spirit and truth and the light, because that's what you're going to need. Because the next step in Yah to his is to get your tail up out of here. While everybody is canning food and getting ready with no Yah in them, no spirit and truth, no light, and they preparing to live on the earth for that great day, that day that's coming. Why not prepare for your spirit being to be able to take you up out of here in spirit and in truth, with the light in your right hand, so you can see your way up out of here and your journey to the promised land? Because what is actually taking place, we are in that day, just like Sister Deborah told you all. That's it. We are in that day in which Yah has given unto wicked and evil, and they are having it, and they're doing things, and they're having a good time, while the people are enjoying chaos along with them. And that's because, and when they put up chaos onto their page, they're putting it up so that they can get likes, subscribers. You see? And when I get off of here, I believe, now I'm not saying for sure, I'm not saying this for sure, that I would take that page down, because what is nothing Sister Deborah said that was unright, unjust. What I said, all is righteous. It all rests in righteous. But it's the idea of people thinking that they're going to search the pages to hear chaos for their flesh. And what they would hear and they search is the chaos. They ain't looking for the food for the spirit. They looking for chaos, because chaos is looking for them. And that's why the people post all this stuff that has no connection to Yah. Look how they did with the eclipse. You had all the prophetess, all the so-called prophets, all of them talking about what's going to happen during the day of the eclipse. And I said, well, Father, you ain't gave me nothing. Ain't nothing for me to give you. What you want me to give you? When he said that, I was like, oh, okay. Okay, it ain't nothing then. It ain't nothing. Because see, what people don't understand, if y'all don't give anything that's going on in this country, if y'all does not give it to his prophet and his prophetess, you have to be able to have the spirit of discerning. You have to be able to discern who is the true servant of the Most High Yah, who is of the body of Hamashiach that works in the body. We all are in the body, and we have to stick with those that are in the body. We can't go outside the body, which is to the world, and hear the worldly matters and say that they're wanting us in the body. How is they wanting us in the body? Did you not know who the head of the body? Do you understand who is the head over the body? Why would the head over the body want you to go to the world to find the spirit and truth and the light? It ain't gonna be found in the world. It's doomed out there, you guys. You have to hear it from the servants of the Most High that He has elect in the body of Hamashiach. Y'all don't, y'all so far from a lot of things that is true, y'all. And this is why people come and go, because when you are the serpent seed, you come and you go, you come and you go, because you between the fence, and eventually you end up back into the world, and you calling it spiritual, you calling it righteous, you calling it Yah, you calling it everything that it is not. And Satan's chaos have made you feel that a lot of chaos is Yah. Why did you think that most of all these, go to every one of these people who call themselves Hebrew Israelites, go to and hear everything they talking about. You'll notice that they ain't talking about nothing that has to do with spirit and truth, nor the light of Yah. They ain't talking about none of that. That's how they're getting their likes and their subscribers and their praise, because people want chaos. And they want to give chaos because they figure a chaos is the only thing that causes us to receive a check. Let me show you another example of where you know things are. Let's look at the situation of Sister Deborah uploading that video the other day, that live, and it had to do with dogs. What people did not understand is how Yah would allow things to come crumbling down. Yah starts from the root of an individual, and he let the root of the individual start to rot. Why? Why are you doing why are you doing it like that, Most High Yah? Deborah, I'm doing it like that so the world may see this big tree come down, starting from what? The root. See what people don't understand. Yah deal from the root. He don't go to the head. He go to the root. Okay? He go into the soil of who they are. And their roots start to wither, die out. Say, for instance, if you had a tree and you had someone to cut the tree down, that don't mean nothing. That tree, you can cut it down, that stump is still solid in the ground. And people still can come by and say that tree was there. I remember that tree being there 20 years. A tree can last a long time. And this is what you all don't understand. And I'm going to give y'all a treat. I'm going to give you a treat like no other. That root in the ground is what Yah is allowing Satan to start with. See, Satan ain't going to come from the top of the tree and start cutting off the fruit. Satan ain't going to start from the trees, the leaves in the tree, and let the leaves start dying out. Satan starting from the root. That's where Yah is going to allow him to start, from the root, to bring that big tree down. Because a lot of people think, and even the tree itself, oh, I can't come down. ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm good. You see, I'm still standing. No. A tree don't understand. Once you rot from the root, you coming down. It's a amount of time. It's a time set on it, but you're coming. You're going down. Let's take TD Jakes. Y'all started from the root. Let's take Puff Daddy. Y'all started from the root. See, what y'all don't know what you're dealing with. We're living in that day in which y'all say, I created all things for myself. Even wicked and evil and wicked for a day as this. And even though he assigned Satan and his to go after a day that he has assigned them, do you know that they have to still follow his will according to his way? Praise the mighty God. And the tree is this. People are going to fall, y'all, even when it look like they standing. Y'all said he's coming for them from the root. He don't want to come from the head. He don't want to he don't want to tear their branches down. He don't want to kill their leaves. He don't want to kill their fruit. He said, I'm going down to where they started. I'm going to kill the root. Satan, get him. Go for the root. So Satan go down to the root of who the individual are. What do you mean by that? Can you break that down a little bit, Deborah? Let's go there. Just look at TD Jakes. It took them back to what? The beginning. Puff Daddy. It's taking them back to what? The beginning. You see what I'm saying? Y'all is allowing things to come out of these individuals and what they did a long time ago. You remember somebody said someone killed Tupac, someone killed Biddy. All of this stuff. Why is all of this stuff coming up? Y'all say, I'm going to deal with them from the root so that they can see the things that they did way back, Deborah. I'm going to pull them on up. And that big tree that thought it couldn't fall, it's going to fall because the root is going to die out. See, and that's what you ought to understand. And I'm speaking to you all. Anybody and everybody. Y'all coming from the root of who you are. He ain't coming from your leaves and your fruit. Because your leaf and your fruit, the leaves and your fruit don't have the sense enough to know that the root of the individual is wicked at all times. So y'all going down to the deep darkness of the root of the tree. Bring that bad boy up. Kill it off. So you say, you wonder, well, okay, Deborah, I hear you speaking about Judith. You're speaking about the melanated men and their negativity. But what you didn't understand is y'all put these people under his name. And these people will be the first one he deal with. See, y'all don't understand that. Could these people be Satan's seed? They are Satan's seed, but it ain't going to stop Father from putting them under his name. But even though they Satan's seed. You see what I'm saying? This is where I say to you all, they've been teaching y'all what they've been wanting to teach you all. Sister Deborah going to bring you spirit and truth of the whole matter. Because that's the only thing the Ruach willing to give me. So when he's down here and everybody's sitting here praising the tree itself, the fruit and the leaves and the branches and still praising, the tree this, y'all is going to let Satan deal with the root of who the individual is. And that's what's going to bring that tree up. That bad boy. You think a tree cutter wouldn't prefer the root of the tree, destroying the root to bring that tree down? Yes, they would. Because it's something when you can bring a tree down. You have to cut a tree down, a big tree that's been there for years. You have to cut it down by limb, part by part. It takes power. It takes a lot. But when you can come, that whole tree can come up from the root. Oh, man, that is the power of the right hand of the Yah allowing it to come to pass. Only the right hand of the Father can do something like that. And what he does is, he said, this is Satan's day, Deborah. Satan is the tree cutter. He's going after the trees. Even though they on his side. He's still loving the fact that it's wicked and evil. He's going to go down at the root of it and bring up all a darkness and bring it forth. And from going to that root, it's going to appear that the tree is still strong and mighty and all this, but it's starting from the root. And it already have started, you guys. It's not starting today or yesterday. This is something that's the process. This is why you don't see them locking up a lot of people in all the things that they're done. The fathers say they thinking they still got a chance. They think money. They think they mouth. They think attorneys. They think they got law. They think they got rule that's going to back them up. He said, who can save you outside of me, said the Most High Yah. And if I have ordered Satan to have this day to do his, he's going to do it according to my will. So while you all are chasing a lot of these people that's full of this chaos, understand you too are the seed of Satan because you love chaos. You don't want spirit and truth. You don't want that which is righteous and just. We must repent and turn from those evil ways. That's not a part of the way of the light. Because it's no way the light wants you caught up in chaos. That is not what Yah is about. He wants you to see the chaos, but he wants you to turn from chaos to the light. You know why he wants you to see the chaos? Because it's present. What do you mean, Deborah? Who you think put the 2 trees in the garden? If he didn't want you to interfere with the tree of knowledge of good and evil, he wouldn't have put it there. Didn't he put it there? What did he put? In the midst. In the midst next to what? The tree of life. So it's not going nowhere. He wants you to use it to turn from it so that you can have more respect for the tree of life. So when you see these things going on, it's nothing wrong with hearing it, but turn from it and say, truly, I choose light over chaos. I choose light to entertain me than this chaos. Because I sat back and I saw something that was really crazy. I said, Father, how could the same ones that praise another now enemies with the one that you praise in what the individuals were doing and how the individuals do it? Now you mean all this time they've been boasting and boosting one another, supporting one another, all in the name of a male? Yes, Deborah. It's because they never knew what a man was supposed to be. And it wasn't for their dads. The father want men to know that it never was for your dad to tell you what a man is, what a man should be. Being born a man was good enough for Yah. That was good enough for Yah. He knew that being a man is something you grow into. You grow into that. Just like learning how to sit up and walk. When you come out your mother's womb, you don't know how to sit up and walk. You learn. He said living is a learning thing. It's not something you just come here and bam, I automatically got it. I know how to do it. You go into it. And a lot of our women and our men have came out of a lot of bitter, wicked, evil bloodline of their fathers to where they can't find any other way but the way that they know of, because they came from a father that has laid the foundation of their sin within them. Isn't that sad? It's sad. It's sad. That's why the father say, I will visit the iniquity, meaning the iniquity of the fathers, not the mothers. 3 to 4 generation. Why? Because I put the seed in the man. And if his seed is bitter, wicked, and evil, then the seeds that are within him is like unto him. Only thing that can ride his seed is the seed that I send down in him. How do you know that, Deborah? You go back to Abraham's father. All the sons that he had. What did the father choose? Only one had the seed of what? Yeah, Abraham. And he said, get from among your family, because you are mine. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You get what I'm saying? Same thing with David. All them brothers, they came to look for. But the youngest one was David. Puny something. That was the seed of Yah. Look at David's sons, the seed of Solomon. People today don't even understand. Solomon didn't lose his spiritual place in the kingdom. No, he didn't, baby. It's because men didn't understand. Y'all lied on Solomon. The father had to share with me that no, Deborah, Solomon wasn't laying down with all these women. But the ones that he allowed to weaken him, they believed in another God. But see, what y'all do not understand, the seed of the spirit is already rooted in their spirit. No matter what a woman deceives on the outside, the spirit is already branded with the spiritual seed on the inside. And if you follow everything to the end of Solomon regarding what the flesh of man says, it is not, saith the Most High to this prophet, what they have said it to be. And they took the flesh of this man and they lived out, even to today, the flesh of Solomon. That's why they can go after polygamy and these things of the flesh of Solomon. They won't go after the spirit of who Solomon was. Solomon built my temple, Deborah. Solomon did this. When you see all these wives that they say that Solomon had, it was like an orphanage of women that he took care of, that men did not take care of. It wasn't he was laying down having sex and having orgies and doing. No, Yah already knows that he did not create a man's body to be able to uphold what men are claiming a man is entitled to withhold. No, Yah didn't even create a man like that. He did not even create a man like that. No, that's not even his creating. Now, that's the way man has created it himself. And the only reason why the man created himself out of his lust, out of his pleasure of his flesh and the desire of his flesh, did he create these things in the way and in the order today to please only one part of him, and that's his flesh. And Yah has never went after his ways to be out of the pleasure of a man's flesh. Only a man's spirit can serve and worship Yah, not his flesh. So Yah is not going to give him the desire of his flesh when he has not the desire of the will of the spirit. And if he has the desire of the will of the spirit, now his body become the vessel of the Most High Yah. And the vessel of the Most High Yah said, do not bring these trash to your temple. So you see how the vessel of the Most High Yah is not going to stand for drugs, alcohol, adultery, bringing all these women. Why? Because you're entertaining all of this trash. And you are my vessel. What kind of trash is that? How I'm going to let you be getting all this pleasure in your flesh, all this power in your flesh, and I'm the vessel. You're the vessel that has me in it. No, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. So it's a lot of things that they have taught and have lied. And the one thing I thank the Father for allowing this book to be a book of study for the flesh of man, because It's a really good thing. And the reason why you have to understand me, y'all, watch this here. The reason why this book is a good study guide and it's good for the flesh of man, because let's go there. Let's go all the way there. Moses, David, Solomon, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Matthews, Luke, John, the 12 disciples. None of them had this book, y'all. So tell me, what did they have? They didn't have this book, y'all. You got this book. They didn't have this. You got this book. They didn't have this. You got this book. They didn't have this. They didn't have this book. The way y'all got this book, they didn't have this book. You get what I'm saying? They didn't have Genesis 1. I know a lot of them telling you. They didn't have this book like you all have this book. This book, study guide book, they didn't have it. So tell me, what school, what degree did they get? Who was a scholar? Where did they get theirs from? Deborah, they didn't have this book. I know the world wants you to think they did. They didn't have this book. This book wasn't here. So tell me, how did they get theirs? Can't nobody answer that, can they? They won't teach that. They won't preach that. They won't reveal that. Why? Because there's no truth in them to give you the real truth of the whole matter. They so embedded in giving you the lies that make you think that they hold truth. But they don't understand the day we are in is the day of Satan's wicked and evil and wicked. It's on. And this is why the Father wants me to embrace the fact that all this that I'm seeing, because I said to the Father, I said, Father, wow, all this is happening among the European and the Gentile. They used to cover all they sin up and all they wicked and they killing, they murder. They normally don't put it on the news. I said, Father, it's all over the place. He said, so you can see it. I said, yeah, I can see it. He said, Deborah, you can see it? I said, I can see it. Because it's just that much, y'all. Y'all can't see it because a lot of times they get y'all to gear your mind on what they say you should see, what you should be looking at, what you should be paying attention to, or the chaos that's in the land. But the best thing to see is to see it all. And once you see it all, it keeps you wanting to pull your backpack up with more things that's spirit and truth and the light. Because even in seeing it, you already know that you are not a part of it. Because you're about trying to find out more information about where y'all want you to be in this day and time, in your spirit being and in your flesh, letting your flesh come up under the subjection to your spirit, because that's where y'all abide, in your spirit. So you got to get this flesh under subjection, and you got to let this flesh know, I don't want to just hear chaos. I don't want to just hear all these issues of the world. I want some spirit and truth up in me to balance it all. That's the only thing gonna balance. I want some light in the midst of all this darkness. You see what I'm saying? People think they can get sage. They think they can get, they talk about negative vibes and negative energy. Baby, that's worshiping witchcraft and sorcery. Why not have spirit and truth? Why not have the spirit of the Most High Yah abiding in you, teaching you and leading you and guiding you? How about that? How about that? Oh, nobody wants that. So people, it's a lot of chaos in the land. And it's not going anywhere. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. These migrants are out there killing like crazy. But the Father said, Deborah, you know about it, right? I said, yeah, I know. I said, no, I know. You already said it. He said, but see, that you see now why your endurance spirit is needed? Yeah. Because it's a chaos. Now, everywhere you go, you see them. And I'm in one state, and I see them all over the place. They don't know how to speak English. They don't know how to talk. But one thing I don't understand, they look you dead in your eyes in a sense. Do you know who I am? Those are the spirits that was mentioned in Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. It told you, devils, unclean spirits, caged, because they were once caged in prison. They let them out to pull them over here with you all. See, y'all gonna fulfill that thing. Satan went over there and let them all loose. Let's get him over there to that land that he's gonna destroy. So we got to make sure his prophecy come to pass. Come on, y'all, open up the prison. Binding and all of them, sign the papers, let them all come over. Trump ain't no different. He along with all that, child. All of them in it the same. They all in the same bucket, child. Got they Europeans thinking they Republicans and Democratic. They got them playing a game. But you know what I do see? I do see on YouTube where you starting. I ain't starting. I've seen it in the last year and a half. You starting to see these white men, these European white men. They're pulling up with more truth than Judah and Israel could ever pull up. They're pulling up with the truth more than Judah and Israel could ever pull up. And I'm like saying, so Jacob, you was right about Judah not getting up. He said, I said it at my deathbed. I said that he would. And Judah is exactly like that because I am the prophetess that's out here to sit among the tribe of Judah. And let me tell you something. It is so true. These Judah men is so far on the left as there is. It's you don't see them on the right. You ain't got none on the right. Now you got a few, and very few. But they're also on the left wanting you to think it's about them as men, king, leaders, and rulers, and they all the things that don't matter when it come down to the spirit. When you get to the spirit realm of who you are, you stand your tail down. That's what meek, low mean. Down. They ain't gonna do it. Because they in a position that Jacob had prophesied that they wouldn't even awaken to the truth. That's what Jacob was saying. Deborah, they ain't gonna get up. These men ain't gonna wake up. If y'all hadn't showed it to me that it came out of the mouth of Jacob, I would never have known it. But Jacob said it when he talked to the 12 sons and told them what was going to be for them in the last days. What he said about Judah ain't gonna get up, Deborah. Judah is gonna be a young lion and an old one, and he ain't gonna get up and do nothing. I mean, he's not gonna wake up to the truth. So that's why Sister Deborah speaks so boldly. That's why Sister Deborah stand on the head of Judah. Because Judah is never gonna reach that destiny. He's gonna be more so in Deuteronomy 28 end game being destroyed. Because Judah has forsaken an evil way toward my father. That's who the forefathers were. He wasn't including Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He was talking about the 12 tribes. And the other 11 tribes always look at Jacob. But I'm like saying, at Judah. I'm saying, well, why are they looking at Judah? Judah is the wickedest. Well, that's why the whole tribe ain't paying no attention to Judah. See, y'all didn't never pay any attention to that. Why is it none of y'all realize? Why is it no one realized that, okay, we always talking about we the Hebrew Israelites, we the true Jews, we the 12 tribes. Why ain't the other 11 tribes clicking in with Judah? Why ain't the other 11 tribes on the corners? Why ain't the other 11 tribes said we are the true Jews? Why isn't it? Well, and it ain't a problem with me. I'm going to say that. I start saying it's a problem. But just think about that. It is said we got 11 other tribes. Why isn't it no other tribe out here clowning but Judah? Never gave y'all thought, did it? The whole house of Israel. He's come to the four corners to collect the whole house of Israel. But no part of Israel is even walking in spirit and truth. This is the ugliness, the nakedness y'all want you to know in this day and time. We have been the ugly people in the world. So when you thought that they looked at you as a human, this is the will of the Father that they see you like that. Because from heaven, he sees you to be that. And the only way he gonna get his glory is when he take a ugly, naked, stiff-necked, rebellion, and disobedient people and bring them to a land where he gonna restore them, and the whole world is gonna see that I am who I am. He's not going to say, now listen to how sick this is. He's not going to restore them to the point where you're going to know that, hey, they the people, they the Jews, they the Chudu, they the children. No. Y'all is not going to restore them for their glory, people. It's not for their glory. It's for his name's sake. He said, and then, Deborah, and then the heathens and the nations all over the world shall know that I am the I am. You get it? But you got Judah down there hooping and hollering on every corner. You got Judah marching in purple clothes, talking about they representing something. All these black men in purple clothes, and they ain't standing for no crime. They doing just like the Muslim did. Farrakhan ain't done nothing for your people. Nothing for your people. Louis Farrakhan, ICU marching in big numbers in all that purple. None of them, y'all have not seen Judah do anything for their people. But yet y'all want to get on this devil platform and hear all the chaos of them. They supposed to be chaotic. Why? Because y'all said, Deborah, I released that day to Satan and his. It's called the day. That day. He said, when you get to the what they call the old and the new, because in y'all ain't no old and new, and in Deborah ain't no old and new. You can hear them say it, that day. We in that day, Deborah. I released Satan. And he's out. Destroying every last one of them from the root. Because for so long they lived just like the heathens and Gentiles have lived and put and had you in slavery because I assigned it. So have Judah. Men taking on the same characteristics toward their people. Farrakhan, look at that. That's a big group, y'all. ICU. That man's supposed to be a so-called retired policeman, but he ain't a retired policeman. He just been in it for 3 years. But look at him. Ain't done nothing for black people. He went up there running against Gino Jennings' church. Why ain't you up in these white people church? Why ain't you running up on the Catholics who changed the book? Why ain't you doing anything toward these heathens and Gentiles? See, y'all? Now, you will destroy your own people. Every one of these different camps, they destroy other camps. Every different one of these camps, they destroy another camp, each other. Every different ICU and different other groups in this Hebrew Israelite movement, they destroy one another, y'all. Chaotic. Look at Puff Daddy. He didn't destroy the Europeans. He destroyed his own people. Look at TD Jakes. He didn't care about the Europeans. He destroyed his own church, his own people. Everybody destroys their own people. They run and the white man put drugs in their community. Let me take them to the mothers and the daughters and the sons to destroy the families. Let me take them to the fathers. Let me destroy my own community. And y'all walk around here, do not see the ugliness of Judith and think that y'all is saluting Judith to be all that and something. Look at Kanye. Look at Oprah. Look at Tyler Perry. None of them done anything for Judith, for their own nation, for their own people. And y'all walk around here and bother the white man, the heathens and Gentiles. Y'all done revealed it to you just as clear as it could be seen that your own people have been rotten to the core against their own people. Chaos! And you can't even see it. This led me to understand exactly why Deuteronomy 28 need be. That's the end game. So Sister Deborah will be back. We'll be back tomorrow tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time for part 2 of The Hearts is really enjoying the chaos. It is all embedded into chaos, then spirit and truth and the light. So I say this is also a message that you may hear and eat the food of the spiritual realm of it and make sure you pack it in your backpack. Outside of that, I shall see you at 7 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully, I will be live with part 2 of this message. But I say again that it's a sad thing, but it's a glad thing. I'm going to put it like that. It's a sad thing, but it's a glad thing that the Most High Yah is allowing his prophet to be able to speak in this day and time. Uh, Everybody is not his prophet. People who are out here with all these on all these pages, boosting and selling out. That's what they're doing. Y'all, they are selling you out. These people are not on here even representing the Most High Yah in any shape, form, or fashion. I know they doing a really good job deceiving you, and it's okay for them to deceive you. It's okay, said the Most High Yah, so I'm all well with it. Why? I salute that, Father Yah, because when he tells me, Deborah, don't forget, I had 2 narrow gates. I have 2 great gates, one narrow and one broad. Let them go the way. See, y'all got all those T's crossing them I's dots. You can't come no corner outside of the straight way when you're dealing with him. Because that's the way he gonna come to you. You see? But Judah is at a point where he's naked. And he's gonna be naked. Judah gonna go through some things. A lot of things y'all gonna tear down right in the midst of Judah before he come get you. He's gonna tear it down right before your face because you didn't put that them creatures and them monsters on pedestals, and they have went up against your Most High Yah in every shape, form, or fashion. People been on this devil platform saying they representing the Most High and ain't representing nothing, but they platform to receive a check. So I, Sister Deborah, say I'll see you this evening, 7 p.m. Central Time. Come join me with part 2. Shalom. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. Shalom and shalom.